Hi everyone. I've worked with some incredible prison officers in my career, but there's always one person who sticks out in your mind for all the wrong reasons. For me, it was the American. I first met him during my 10-week prison officer training course. He marched into the classroom like he was leading a military drill. Buzz cut, shiny boots, and that sharp hand-chop gesture every time he spoke. He was intense, and honestly, he was a bit much. Let's fast forward a couple of years. A prison transport van arrived at the prison, and one of the prisoners steps off and asks the reception officer, "Is that American officer still here?" He was told yes, and that he was heading straight to the block where the American was the senior officer. 10 minutes later, we heard over the radio, "Code red, code red." You see, that same prisoner had walked straight up into the block and knocked the big American clean off his feet. Now, the American was fine, but his reputation, not so much. Now, he had been aiming for a promotion to operations manager, but the team there didn't want him, so instead they sidestepped him and made him the new training manager, and that meant he became my boss. I was the training coordinator at the time, and now I was stuck under a glass ceiling, and I had this peanut making my life miserable. Now, he loved visiting new recruits a little too much. He started messaging one of the trainees outside of work. Not illegal, but the photos he sent were completely inappropriate. I raised it with HR, but on graduation day, there he was, front and centre, handing out certificates, standing in the same photo as the trainee he'd been messaging. However, 2 weeks later, something changed. He packed his bags and he was on a plane back to the United States, and that was the end of the big American. Thank you. Take care.